each for 10 months, and that was it. Yeah.
It seems logical.
But in the 2 months, the popes, when the Romans came in, they brought in Augustus, the Pope Augustus put his name in, and Julius as well. So you have July and August, which never used to exist. That's why you have October, Oct. Yeah. Oct is 8.
Now the 10th month, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oct is 8, but it's the 10th.
Yeah.
November is
and then
9.
Dec is decade,
Yeah.
that's 10. December,
Yeah.
but it's 12.
Nov is 9, but it's 11th,
It's 11th.
and Sept is 7, but it's the 9th.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they added 2, but they forgot to put Oct and Dec to change it. So we know Dec is 10. So Dec is 10. So the time is an illusion. The calendar is fictitious calendar. We don't know what time we are, in what year, because England is not the same calendar as China, it's the same thing as Israel, it's all over the place. So you decide what time it is for you. For us, for me, time doesn't exist. My point is, what do I need to do today? That is it. Can I do it? Fine, we do it. But I'm not looking at time. I don't even have a watch. I stopped wearing a watch years ago, about 20 years ago. I don't have a watch. I'll go to sleep when I can, when I'm tired. I'll wake up when I finish sleeping, and I'll think, okay, what now? And then I'll find something to do.
Come on.
Well, that's true. That's liberation.
Yeah,
That's
good.
true liberation.
Yeah, it's good. But I get bored sometimes because everyone's so busy, man. People are so busy with this stuff. Yeah, I can do this again, man. Oh shit, bring it here. Quick, get rid of it. Well, yeah.
So with all this that they're doing, it's like you don't have time to even live life, go on holiday, do things.
Who are you talking to?
I'll keep you busy.
Because you're so busy trying to sort out the mess that they keeping you down in.
That's the entire game. So you need to free yourself, unplug yourself from the matrix, find out how to secure these accounts, so that's your estate. Once you secure the accounts, you have enough finance, and then you can start spending. Get your black cards, man. You go on holiday 6 months at a time. Yeah, we have been playing. We're doing this.
I hope I'm in the V there, and it's not a royal V.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Once I do my one, because I have to do my things first before I talk about it. So I'm going to do my UCC filing. Once it's gone through, then I'll just show you guys what I did. There is all. My stuff is practical. I don't do theory. I do my stuff practical. But I know 2 people who have done it. 3 in total, but 2 who have got access to the accounts, and they can actually see who's taking money out. And the 3rd one is just registered, and its confirmation has come through, so it's got his numbers.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's my next mission. The UCCs, and then after that it's a different ball game. So you won't be getting too much into defending cases. You'll be going to the evidence, printing it out, and then giving them the evidence.
Suing them, basically.
Just making a claim, saying, listen, I claim that you took money out on this date. Here's the evidence. Please leave me alone.
Can you not
Or
tell them?
back.
Yeah, pay them back.
Holding the mirror up to them.
Yeah. Or you can ask him to pay back.
Yeah.
Somebody we're working with, he's asking for their money back.
Yeah.
All of it. They took 10 times, I think 20 times on the mortgage, so he's asking for all that money back. Because now he has the proof.
Yeah.
And you can show that you paid yourself on this day of the closing, but you still took this. That's all we need, proof.
Who did you pay it back to? Who did you pay it back to? His bank?
Transaction account.
Oh, right.
Yes, just put his money back into his account so he can spend it.
And you can actually spend it?
Yeah.
On that cash.
Yeah.
What?
So Troy,
Black card?
so who is there somebody or body that holds, governs, watches those accounts? Because I mean, you just said then
Security
they went in
Exchange
and took
Commission.
20 times more than what they should have. So who's watching that? Who's supposed
No,
to?
these accounts are abandoned.
Right.
You see, they're being salvaged. These accounts are abandoned because you're lost and dead at sea. But your account, which is worth a lot of money, is floating at sea.
So why don't they just
Now
take
you
it
have
all?
They just get raided, don't they?
Yeah.
Why don't they just take it all?
They can't take it all because it's unlimited. So what they do is they create a charge. They create a charge. Say £2,000. They send it to you. You fail to discharge it properly. They go to the securities and they collect that from there. You say because you're in commercial dishonor and they have a judgment against you. They know they have a judgment. They're going to collect from that account. That's it. It's unlimited. Because these accounts are not secured. Your UCC filing secures the account and says that I've secured this account. Okay? So nobody else should go in there take this money. And on top of that, I'm going to get my own unique number, code, that I can access my account.
Right.
See, and you're the one who can do that.
So, okay, I've got a question here. Like, okay, so let's say me and my friend, right, we teamed up and we knew this, and I said to my friend, right, I'm going to take you to court, yeah, and you just go along with it. How can we get paid out of that?
You wouldn't
Of
need
course.
to, would you? Don't need to when you've got your unlimited
Why would you sue
funds
him?
of your own.
You
Yeah,
have
but we want to access the money.
Yes,
You
you
cannot-
put it in your transaction account.
Okay, no, you said okay. No, what I'm saying is, you see how you said these corporations, they will get the money, the £2,000 or whatever. How do they act? How do they get given it? How do they receive it?
It's called TIPS, settlement system.
Okay, so basically, is it the court that goes to these accounts and withdraws it and pays the
It
corporation?
depends on which each transaction is separate.
Okay, yes,
You see.
yeah,
So if you're dealing with courts,
yeah.
they have their system of getting money. Lawyers have their system of getting money.
Okay.
Companies have their system of getting money. You see, but each one of these organizations,
Yeah.
they have a means of accessing these accounts to
Okay.
withdraw upon dishonor.
Right. So if I, just like me and my friend, say we sorted it out, yeah, and we like, I mean, real, you understand? Trust me, I think like this, yeah, right. But we arranged, right, we're gonna take each other to court, or I'll take him to court, he'll take me to court, yeah. And one of us is obviously gonna lose, knowing full well what's gonna happen. One of us has got to pay.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, if you say example, say like one of us had a limited company, so it's a corporation doing business with obviously the straw man, but the straw man loses. So how can that limited company then get paid?
Why would you want that to happen? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I don't understand why.
If you've got your trust set up.
No, that's the whole point. We haven't.
No, but you
Yeah,
would
no,
do.
but this is
Yeah.
the idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the point of this conversation.
Like
so.
quick money then.
Right, well,
No,
well,
it'd be quick.
the thing is, there's nothing like, in my head, there's nothing quick. You've got to do the process, and you've got to file UCC1. You will secure.
No. Okay.
You will secure everything you need. You don't need to be filing against anybody.
I understand that. I'm just asking the question. Do you get what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Mm.
it's a pointless piece of energy exertion.
I hear that. That's great. Okay, but how did you do it?
What's the point of doing it? That's what I don't get.
No.
Right, because-
regardless of the energy expense, he wants to know how you do it.
Yeah, that's what I want to
How
know.
to sue someone, a corporation.
No. How did these people get paid? Because they take us.
He
They have
told
their own
you.
processes
He
about
told you.
it.
They all
Right.
have their own. It's like they all have their own
It's called
keys to
TIPS,
open the safe.
settlement
Okay.
scheme.
If you look at
Okay,
it like
thank
that.
you.
This is,
So we just looked that up.
It's an acronym. This TIPS
Yeah.
stands for something. It's an acronym called TIPS Settlement System.
Okay.
That's how
I want to
it
know the
is.
mechanics of it. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I want to know how does it work.
That's like
You'd have to find somebody that does things for your corporation
Okay.
to do the same thing.
Overstood.
also-
So
Yeah.
all corporations will have a TIPS settlement scheme of how they access these accounts.
Mhm.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's what's TIPS? Sometimes my brain just.
I'll look it up
It's an
anyway. Yeah.
acronym.
Tips. Okay.
But also, it's the level of the person, because I don't think lay people go and dip into the tips of somebody else's.
Not yet until you do your UCC filing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
maybe
I'm
their
saying-
company, their corporation already has done their UCC. Right.
Absolutely.
Overstood.
You have
Okay.
commercial code, so it governs all of commerce
Yeah.
worldwide.
Okay,
so
I
you've got
get
to
it
do
now.
your filing.
So-
you do your
Yeah.
filing, then you access your funds.
Right. Overstood. Okay. Which is what these corporations have already done.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when you do
Yeah,
the
so-
UCC,
Yeah.
you go on the Security Exchange Commission.
Yes.
Right? And they have something called EDGAR filing system.
Edgar.
Yeah. That's the one you use to see what your account is worth and how much money is
EDGAR. Edgar.
Yeah, EDGAR
Okay.
filing system. But that's the tip, is how the companies do it. It's an acronym for something settlement system. But
Okay.
each company's got its own way of accessing these accounts.
Okay.
But because they're abandoned, now once you secure yours,
Yes.
let them know. I've secured this
Ah.
account. You cannot go use this tip
Yeah,
to
yeah.
collect money anymore. If you
Right.
do, I'm gonna come after you.
I get it.
Secured yours. Have you done yours?
Not yet.
UCC1 now.
Not yet. But I'm saying I know two people who've done it, and they're accessing these accounts, and I know one guy who's done it and received his confirmation just last week. I have to do my one this week or next week, but I'm running around too much. But that's the only thing I need to do. Once I've done that, then your defenses and attacks are different. So you're not writing these letters anymore.
Yeah.
Finished.
Need to.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a matter of proving your claims.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this game is done. This one is done.
Very dear. Yeah,
Mm.
very dear.
Okay. Now finally, let's do this one finally. So when you draft your claims, these three words. Number one, wrong. You need to know what a wrong is. So when you draft it in your claims, you use that word. A wrong is a tort. Tort.
What page are we on now?
Number six. Number six. Page number 6, right in the middle. Do you want to finish this and then? Oh, sorry. Let's finish this before we go, because we got deviated slightly. We're doing the words, yeah. We're doing words that went to time and then we went all over the place. But the EDs, past tense, yeah. So avoid those or change them. So instead of saying stayed at, I did stay at. If you remove that, and then also future tenses, to. So we don't use to and from. That's to is future, from is past. And then prefixes, the one we were talking about earlier, like A, B. A is a deadly one. A is a deadly one. Like I can write a word like that. Right. If I put an A in front of it, you see, I can write like that. Okay? And I put an A in front of it. It makes it opposite.
Yeah. So
that's why we avoid these prefixes. So we remove all these. We just the word itself. So ABs as well. So ABs is critical when it comes to
normal and not normal.
Yep. Normal.
Yeah.
Words like that. So ABs as prefixes make them not. This is not original. If you put aboriginal, people still call themselves aboriginals. It means you're not original.
Not original.
Yeah. So that we can beat you up because you're not. Are you aboriginal? Yes. I'll come this way then. Because you're not original. Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So they give you a word and you believe it. Like, oh, are you black? Come this way. Are you ethnic minority? Come this way. But it's the things that you're attached to. Pro, pre, and D. There's a few more, but these are the main ones. So D is dangerous, very, very dangerous. Anything D is to demote, D something. To D something is negative most of the time. D. In pro.
Page 5 at the bottom.
Page 5. And then the other one is li as well. I try to avoid this word as a suffix, ly at the end.
Sincerely.
Yeah. Oh, sincerely as a closing maybe. I can't even write anymore.
Why?
Yeah. Li is a modifier. Right? So try not to use modifiers when you're doing legal documents. That colors in. It gives an opinion. So there's nothing li in it. So yeah, what word?
Moderately.
Yeah, exactly. Was slowly, angrily. He walked in angrily. Somebody making a statement like that. Objection, Your Honor. That's how can you tell? Maybe that's how he walks normally. He walks in like this. He walked in angrily. No, that's your opinion. He walks like that all the time. So the lees are opinions. You see, so try to put no lees, no colouring in words. And then the last one is non-contracting words. Those ones, you have to be very knowledgeable to know which one, but it's the words which have one vowel and two consonants and non-contracting words. Sometimes you're compelled to use them, but they put other words next to it. By that I mean words like, even this is a deadly one. You see there's a vowel and two consonants. It's a no contract word. You see, so substitutes for this thing. So any word with this vowel and two consonants is a no contracting word. So try and avoid these words. I like these words. Words with cons and yeah, I like cons, but that's contracts. Contract, constitute, comprise, things like that. Comply with it. I like the con words. Yeah, but these ones I try to avoid. So that's how I do my language. That's all I do for now. And then yeah, as long as I don't have past tenses in there, no future tenses, and no coloring in words, I'm good. And then when they send us their document, we syntax the same. We identify the four corners, we identify the bolds in it, the past tenses, the future tenses, the non-contracting words, and then disqualify their document. Saying this document looks like a whole bunch of bullshit. It doesn't look like English to me.
Right, that's what he did to me.
Please write to us in English.
Can I just say about the choice? We had a contract with a large supermarket chain, and then we had another contract that I felt I was forced into signing. And Troy just took the contract and looked at it and said, right, okay, we'll syntax this to English, syntaxed it, then sent it back to them, saying it's not a contract, it doesn't even make sense. And so and they cancelled it and said it's not a contract. Now these people have chased me for 160 grand. They've left me alone, and that's how long that.
Last year, April, June or April last year.
Yeah, about June. So it's this language thing that Troy sits on, I think is a good thing. Because we were taught English, we weren't taught legalese.
Yeah.
When they're in there and they're part of the bar society or whatever else, they're part of some kind of cult type of thing that you know nothing about. So you're going to go in there thinking you're speaking the same language because you hear the words and you'll make it up, do you know? So when you start dealing with English, well, what can they say? Because they don't know how to write in English because they've only ever written in past and present tense, they've only ever wrote it in this legalese type stuff. So when you say, well, hold on a minute, my contract, your contract that you sent me doesn't even make sense, and you syntaxed the whole bloody lot and then sent it back to them, they couldn't move.
When you say syntax it, what do you mean? You mean just alter it?
Just basically, as he just explained to, you know, like with past and present tense, it's understanding about, first of all, what is a contract, yeah? And basically understanding that the way that they taught us to write, the way that they write and we assume that it's correct, is not correct. What is correct is the fact that we speak English.
Oh, right, so you just
went using the Oxford Style Manual to go back to his original source, and he tells us, look.
Oh yeah, in our contract we put the manuals.
Yeah.
Because in our contract, what you need in contract is these things here. Number one is language of the agreement. So the language of the agreement has to be there. And also what they call proper law clause. Proper law clause, or they call it choice of law.
Is that, so those are the premise for having a contract then?
Yeah, most people, they don't put stuff in their contract, but you need to put this, and it kind of limits, it limits the jurisdiction, so they can't jump around too much. The language of the agreement, right, so let's talk about English. When I write my agreements, I wonder if I have, I put down that the manuals that I use, we use Chicago and New Oxford Manual Style, and also Black's Law when it comes to dog Latin, and glossa, what they call glossa, and how to ruin a contract by using fraudulent language, like these non-contracting words. That's in the fourth dictionary of Black's Law. That's what we use. We refer them to their own dictionary and say that your dictionary says this is language of the illiterates. This legalese, you see? Or dog Latin. Dog Latin is the language of the illiterates, or the infantry of Rome. That's what fourth edition says. And Chicago says about the capitals, that if you're going to put capital, you need to have that hyphen in the middle. Otherwise it's four different corporations. Yeah. So that's the manuals we use. So in our language of the agreement heading, we construct this this agreement or contract based on the proper rules of the English language by reference to those books. And we put it in the agreement. If you're going to write to us, please write to us in English also. Otherwise your rubbish will be thrown away. And then proper law clause. It means what's the governing of the agreement, which jurisdiction. So you have to put this agreement is governed under, then you put the law that you want your agreement to be governed under. We like the code of equity, because equity is fairness, and all codes are codes of equity. So this agreement is governed by the equitable laws of the land known as England, Dune. So they can't take it to a crown corporation, because you're going to be taken to a common law court with this agreement. So finally you got to put those in a contract. So nail it right down. This is the proper law clause. This is contract law and equity. Done.
Some may really struggle to respond to that.
They don't.
So they can't be.
Oh boy. But they don't respond to us. They run
They're
away.
not trained in that way, are they?
No.
They don't respond to us.
Their faults is in the letter.
No, it's basically, well, in other words, what he's saying to them is that this piece of paper and all these pages in here that you have this person sign doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense from your own rules, from your own books, and it doesn't make sense because you've used this, and he breaks it all down,
Okay.
and then sends it back and says, this is not a contract,
Yeah.
so we'll cancel that agreement, thank you very much, now leave it alone.
I don't have a proper legal status agreement, but we do language, law, and also service. How you accept service. So those are three. So let them know I accept service at this location under this name, and that's the only way I accept service. Service by any other means is defective on its face. Done.
Excellent, isn't it?
So that's our entire thing. We construct our own contracts. They look something like that. They're very basic. But it's something like that. But I don't have the latest one that have this stuff on it. But according to law, you can decide whichever law you want to govern the agreement. You can decide religious law if you want. Sharia law.
No, this is a funny one, go on. Sharia law.
Sharia law.
Irish law.
Choice of law. Tell them that. What are you doing with the banks? Write them a contract. And tell them, I wish that this agreement is governed under Sharia law. Because I've just converted, I've become a Muslim last week, and I want to stay true to my faith. It's an act. And according to my faith, man, I'm not supposed to give you interest. Alright? So I don't want to go to hell. Okay? So please change it to Sharia law.
That's the case.
Yeah.
It's not contracts.
It's a game, guys. Enjoy it.
You've got a quick example of the TO2 with as a future tense, because I can't get my head around that.
Two.
Is that
Two. You can to Mr. John Smith. See that sentence? Okay. We use 4 instead of 2.
Oh, for Mr. John Smith instead of to Mr. John Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So there are no 2s anywhere in your sentence. In our sentences.
it said future tense jurisdictions, ... 2.
Yeah. So there is no 2. Sorry, there's no 2 anywhere. This word doesn't exist in our contracts.
To you.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna find a substitute for 2.
Send it to you.
Instead of to you, for you.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna find an alternative. What's in it? I'll send it to you. I'll serve you. I'll effect service in 2 days. The same thing. I'll send it to you in 2 days. I'll serve you in 2 days. I'll serve you in 2 days. But I'm not going to serve you in 2 days. You see the option. It's an option.
Yeah.
I'll serve you in 2 days. I'm going to serve you in 2 days. I mean, it's the same meaning, but the legalese one, you don't need that 2 there. It still makes sense. I'm going to serve you in 2 days. I'm going to serve you in 2 days. And I will serve you notice in 2 days. I intend to serve you notice in 2 days.
And that's 2 as in the number 2. But this is TO with the preposition.
I intend to serve you notice in 2 days.
I intend to. Oh, so that's future.
Yeah.
So it's, I will serve you in.
Yep, I shall.
I shall. Okay. Right. I get it now.
I shall serve notice upon your greasy ass in 2 days.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're lying, thieving, you're lying, crooked back. Right. Should we call that day? We do a Q&A, or are you had enough of me? The last bit, the last bit is the chakra business. Oh, is it there? With a different page.
No, it's here, it's at the back page.
We all know about the chakra business, right?
7. Page number 7.
So that's your chart. So the red bit.
Okay, guys.
The red bit is where they want to keep you. You want to get to the platinum. That's your journey. So you need to know where you are. Some of us are here. We're struggling with this now. That's where we are. Most of some of us. You gotta go all the way up
When
here.
you're angry and all that, you're
Right.
really talking.
Most people are here dealing with this red business. That's the red.
Oh, I'm in the red.
Well, that's the vibration. So you need to increase your vibration, get to green, get to blue, get to indigo, gold, and then move higher.
Higher level.
Yeah. But that's the going up upwards.
Oh, supplements. I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the question? Where you going?
Going back.
Bring it.
Going back to my
Oh, I'm gonna, might be more, but you were talking about trust law.
Yeah.
And, so are you gonna go into a bit more detail of how you develop your trust?
The trust.
Remember you said to me about having your emblem, like on that.
Oh, yeah.
So are you gonna go into a little bit of detail about that?
Yeah, we always.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
I'll set up a trust.
The how,
Yeah,
the
the trust,
nuts
yeah.
and bolts of it.
Well, it's just the trust indenture. That's what you need. So you need a trust deed, which is your constitution. So you're gonna create a trust with a name for it, write out the constitution, which is how the trust is gonna operate. You see,
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Okay, so I got one in mind for myself.
Call it whatever you want, but it has to be. You have. If I break it down completely, you have two main trusts: statutory one or the other one.
Private.
Yeah. So either public trust or private trust.
So can you
We want
open
the
both, or
private
have you got
trust.
to just be one?
The one can be both.
One can
The
be
private
both.
trust can also function in the public. But for it to function in the public, you have to register it. That's the trouble. You can register it, but not as a corporation. You need to register it as a trust. Yeah. That's a good thing. They don't. That's the best thing. Whereas the councils and all these other de facto things can be found, you can find their filings, their accounts somewhere. HMRC doesn't exist. They're not in company's house.
So customs and excise is like they're just robbing us, yeah?
They'll set up after the Second World War, I think, to help with the war fund. And they're supposed to be finished after the war. They just carried on. So we ask them all the time, oh please, you have to pay some money. We conditionally accept to pay some money if you identify for specifically where the public records of your accounts are accessible for
Well, it's
inspection.
to trade, like with the customs and excise is to protect trade.
For what?
It's to protect trade in this country. I thought that's what it was for.
It's called Her Majesty's Customs and Revenue Service.
They never quote any law. Wow. When I was filling a tax return, it was just a blank brush with a blank piece of paper. You've not
There's
filling
no
a tax
tax
return.
law.
And I just said, under what law are you
There's
doing?
no tax law like that.
Yeah.
These are contributions, by the way. It's contributions. So people ask you to contribute. If you have
Yeah.
a little bit extra, give it to them to keep things easy. If you don't have it, what are you going to do? Give them blood.
Yeah.
Hmm? You see. But yeah, HMRC are nice. They do business nicely if you know how to deal with them. Yeah. I find it easier than flipping council. Council's a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. HMRC are cool. I love them. Really good. They're very. They don't harass you.
No.
They don't trouble you.
Well, not in company's house, is it? They
Exactly.
don't need to investigate.
Once you tell a few things that I know, leave it alone in peace. They won't bother you. Council, they don't have no right, but they still insist writing letters.
Yeah.
But that's all they do, write letters. Once the letters come, it's either return to sender unclaimed, or tear it up and put it under the bud cage. I don't know, use the paper for something, recycle it, paper mache, make a sculpture. You see. Also, for me, I collect a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to collect them, and at one point I'll send all them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, you know.
Yeah. You used to pay some off in the old days, you collect them, get an envelope, a box, and put a brick in there. You see? And send it to them because they have to pay for the collection.